So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Sven Botman, is someone who's had an interesting career, Peter. He received his football education in the Dutch capital, then he moved to France at a young age to establish himself. And while many concentrate on what he can do when he's on the ball because he has a wonderful passing range, he's actually a very, very good defender too, and he'll defend that 18-yard box with all he's got.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He won't be happy with that one. Makaleli. Here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Drogba. Drogba has got himself a free kick. That is some save from De Gea. Cafu. Oh, that's delightful. And here's Beckham. Batistuta. Goes for the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's played in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. And here's Son Heung-min. Gerrard, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaire Emery defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That is ended up in no man's land. No goals as yet. Now it's Drogba. Cafu. And it's Beckham. Eze. Chouameni. And this is Shevchenko. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Khan sends that a long way. Makaleli. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Threads one in. Raul bops him off it and wins back the ball. Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Over to the right flank. He is through here. Beckham. Drives it. Header! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Como have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min opts for safety. That has not gone well. Gerrard. Zaire Emery. Van Nistelrooy. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Batistuta. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. An instinctive delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chouameni. No, it's come to nothing. That's a sharp pass. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Makaleli. It's a pretty loose pass. Eze. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He slings it in, and he can thump it away. Drogba. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Zaire Emery. Raul. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he finish? Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Silvestre. Tchouaméni. The message is clear, none shall pass. Raul touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
It's Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Drogba. Beckham. The ball goes in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Como are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So straight into the second half. Como leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And this is Drogba. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Tchouaméni, probing pass. Nesta calmly anticipates. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. Picked chance, surely! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Borussia Dortmund with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score.
And a header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Raul. Now, what about a counter-attack? That ball looks a good one. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's the keeper's ball. Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Raul. He's on it, can he get away? Deliver. Oh, good effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 26.
And he skips past his man.
Il numero 20. Il numero
Has a look and
14.
plays it forward.
Il numero 10.
And he's intervened well there.
Messi. Cambio di giocatore.
Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners in...
He leaps for it! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
That's a shade optimistic. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. And we have our very first corner. Shevchenko! Corner number 2 then. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Dembele. Azar. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Zaire Emery. And it's Gerrard. And Güler. And here's Messi. Messi. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! And that's a good finish. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. A momentary... That's that, the end. Como pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moment.